It's another great day to survive, and this is the ultimate guide to completing the red card puzzle at launch site. Before we jump into this unprepared, causing you to crash and burn, let's talk about what supplies you'll need. Launch site puzzle has constant radiation, so you're going to need a hazmat suit, a green card, a red card, and 2 electric fuses. Since there's constant rads, here are 2 different kits that you could bring. For the cheap kit, you can bring a weapon, 2 to 3 water jugs, and then 500 to 700 cloth. For an average kit, you could bring 10 or more syringes, or 150 to 300 cloth. Now let's talk about on how to do the actual puzzle. The first step is to find the green card building. This building is on the left side of launch site, near these 3 gas tanks. Once you find this building, open it up by swiping your green card, and put a fuse in the fuse box and turn the switch on. Once you turn the switch on, go to the next point, but just so you know, you have a total of 3 minutes to get there before the switch turns off. The next point is on the other side of launch site at the building with 2 shipping containers. When you're going to the next point, keep in mind that Bradley can kill you, so keep your eyes open. Once you go inside the building, go ahead and place a fuse in the fuse box and turn the switch on. If there's any red on this panel, just know you either ran out of time and the fuse died, or someone removed the fuse. Now that you've got the electricity set up, it's time to do the monument. First, go across the way to the red card monument door and swipe the keypad with the red card. Once you're inside, you can go ahead and turn the lights on using this switch. This is the first way to reach the loot room for the puzzle. You first want to clear the loot of the scientist. After that, climb the ladders of the rocket until you reach the very top. Keep in mind that you might still be getting shot at by scientists. If you're able to, take the scientists out. Once the area is clear, go ahead and jump over the boxes onto this other platform, and then run straight and then take a right. Make sure that you pay attention to the radiation that you're acquiring. If you're not using syringes, make sure that you're drinking that water to decrease the amount of radiation that you're getting. Another thing is to make sure you heal up whenever you're able to, because you're going to take on a lot of damage from radiation and scientists. Once you get to this point, you're going to find about 2 to 3 scientists up on this final level until you can reach the loot room. Now, I recommend just taking them out just for the extra gear, but if you don't want to do that, you can always avoid them if you're able to. Once you're done avoiding them or killing them, you go ahead and just enter this little pathway right here, and then just make your way upstairs. There should be another 2 to 3 scientists that you take out, and next thing you know, you've got all the loot. Now this is the first way that you could take, and honestly, this is the one that I use the most, just because this is how I kind of learned how to do it. But once you finally kill all the scientists, you should be able to find 3 elite crates and a whole bunch of other crates on the platform. But the one thing that you probably care about the most, the advanced blueprints. The advanced blueprints are on top of this wooden crate, and you should always get about 2 of them. And alongside this heli is the 3 elite crates. To leave launch site, you're going to want to go down this stairs. There's multiple ways to actually leave launch site, but this is the main one that I use. So you're going to go all the way down the stairs until you hit level 3. Once you hit level 3, you're going to have to jump, because if not, you're going to fall and take a lot of damage because there's a hole in the stairs. There's another hole between the bottom floor and the first floor, so keep that in mind also. Now that you're on the bottom floor, you're going to want to have to turn on the auxiliary power, just so then you can open up the door. Now auxiliary power is across the way, basically where you entered the building. Auxiliary power room has a big red sign and is pretty hard to miss. Once you're inside, go ahead and turn on the power. After that, you can leave out of any of the 4 exits, but keep in mind that there's campers 90% of the time, so choose wisely. Another way that you can leave is get off on the 3rd floor, and there should be a window you can climb out of. Once you climb out of that, go ahead and drop down on this platform. You should lose about 33 damage from there to here. Once you're done doing that, you can do it again, and you'll lose another 33 damage. I don't really recommend this one if you're low on meds, just because of the fact that you're going to lose a lot of damage. So now you know how to run the launch site monument in Rust. This video honestly took me about 8 to 10 hours to make, so if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like or a comment, and if you're really up to it, subscribe. It's another great day to survive. JewFro out.